everybody.
Hey
Welcome
guys.
back. My name is Austin Giuliano. This is the beautiful Emelina Spinelli. And today, we are going to share with you 4 ways to get online publicity without
Paying for it.
So stick around. It's going to be awesome.
So the reason why you'd want to have online publicity, just to think about this for a sec, is what's the value in having somebody talk about you to other people or recommend you to other people? Super high, right? Like referral marketing always does really well. Like if you have clients and they love you and you ask them to pass you on to other people that might love you, like that works awesome. Like online publicity is kind of the same thing.
Especially if you're online and your business is online, having a major website, major blog, or major influencer say, hey, this is a good person. You get lots of traffic, lots more email subscribers, lots more sales. So it works really well. It's just, the challenge is every single place with a major audience is very protective of their audience because they've taken a long time and everybody wants to siphon that off. So how do you build so much value with that person or that business that they actually talk about you is kind of what we're getting at here. Do you want to get into the first one? Oh.
I actually want to say that the types of online publicity. Ooh. They might not know what it actually is.
That's true. I didn't know all of them.
Types of online publicity, if you just start thinking about blogs, any sort of writing, guest writing, other people writing about you. Podcasts are online publicity, which is really great because it's in a podcast, the format is they interview you and you get like 30 minutes or so to talk about yourself. And in any other format, you'd be paying for advertising.
Love podcasts. Love podcasts. They're amazing.
There's blabs, which are similar to podcasts, different format.
You got all your news outlets. You have TV. You have radio. I mean, that is the major ones that I can think of. YouTube. Or any social media, actually.
Yep. Cover blogging, guest writing. Yeah, and anything else that involves an influencer network. Online publicity could be getting shout-outs from other influencers on things like Instagram, or regrams on Instagram, or shout-outs on Snapchat, and all these same things in Vine and YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah. Do you want to jump into the first way?
Oh, you could do the first one.
The first way, actually, to get like some major online publicity, and this is the most challenging way, is to find a way to propel influencers or people or organizations that have the audience, give them so much value that they turn around and give something back. So this...
And that's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do this for a lot of people.
Yeah.
If you take this approach.
So a great approach to this is my friend Amy from Sexy Savvy Social. She did an awesome book review of the Ask Gary Vee show, or Ask Gary Vee book, Ask Gary Vee show.
Was
book.
she the YouTube
Yeah.
girl?
Yeah, and she sang this awesome video.
It was a parody off of a Justin Bieber song, which I wouldn't normally enjoy, but it's super awesome.
Super awesome. He features it on his show, right? And she gets a lot more publicity and a lot more subscribers. It was awesome.
I can only imagine the video that she made in the parody must have taken her a number of hours to write the actual music to fit with Gary Vee, to make the music, shoot the video, etc. So she probably put in, I would think, like 40 hours of work unpaid for the chance of an opportunity to promote Gary Vee and get some cred back.
Yep. So that is like a great way to do it. So find those people who are major influencers in your space and do something so big, so bold, propel them so much, give them so much unique value that they want to feature you. It's kind of a hope strategy, like you cross your fingers and hope, but when that happens, it's very organic and it's pretty awesome.
It's not going to happen every time, so don't get bummed out if it doesn't, but take the ride, or ride the wave, and do this, make a habit out of doing this.
Yep.
And you'll get more attention. That's number one. Another way you can get online publicity for free, actually, is to do something really big and really crazy that most people don't do, that hasn't been done before, that's totally out of the norm, that would gain you some sort of attention. Mm-hmm. So an easy example of something like this would be like breaking a Guinness Book of World Records. Not that that's easy. I don't know how you break a record or create a record or however that works, but something like that, something really big, hosting a really big event in your local town or something that is newsworthy. To give you guys another example, this is kind of funny. Austin is so crazy. One of the things he did when we were like 17 or so in our hometown is we were both snowboard instructors, and we worked at this mountain together. And Austin naturally loves getting tons of attention and will do crazy, crazy things for it. So if this is up your alley, do crazy shit like this and you will get your news, you will news hijack. So at the end of the year, they fill in the bottom of the mountain with water and you are supposed to go over this jump and skim across. It's called a slush cup. This is like pretty standard for snowboarding and skiing stuff at the end of the year. And Austin did it and he wanted some attention, so he did it in a leopard printed thong.
Nothing else.
It. And to give you an idea how this looks, not only was everybody laughing and like he did this in front of 300 people, but it made the front page of the paper on Easter that year. Yeah. And actually, I think the front page of many papers. And not that that got Austin any like necessarily job opportunities or things like that, but the point is to like really like if you like this method, get on out there, do something super crazy, and you'll start getting some attention.
Yeah.
And some publicity.
Don't leopard printed. Don't do leopard printed thong snowboard things. Probably not good for your business. But that's a great example. The third way, this way, it's actually really sustainable and it works really, really well.
It just takes a long time.
It does. You got to put the work in, but you build relationships with editors in magazines or newspapers, writers. You build relationships with them because eventually you can pitch them yourself as an expert or something you're doing, and they will pick it up because...
Or they come to see you as a resource.
Or they come to see you as a resource. Because, like, if Emelina is a top contributor to a website, and I know her this well, you know, if I have something that I want to promote, I talk to her about, she's like, let me help you out. And boom, all of a sudden now, you're in these newspaper outlets and these blogs and all these different resources, and they just kind of build on top of each other because you can use one to leverage the next one and so on and so forth. And the way you do this isn't really that difficult. Find the people who are writing about the stuff you want to be known for in your niche, and start with simple things. Engage with them on social media. Share their content.
Twitter's a great platform.
Twitter's a great platform for this. Feed them features that might be interesting. Like, say you want to get into the tech space. You're a startup in the tech space doing some really cool things with cool gadgets. Find the writers who talk about that stuff. And whenever there's somebody else, not your own stuff, but somebody else doing cool things with cool tech, show it to them. Share the article. Share the thing about VR or the new drone or whatever it might be. Give them the story ideas so they can run with it because it makes their job easier. Yeah, and then very quickly you will become good friends with them and be able to.
And also try to build a real relationship with them. If you're in the area, if you're in New York and they're in New York, or you're in LA, they're in LA, wherever you are, see if you can get coffee and just. This is the give thing that like Gary talks about. You can't really be super selfish about it. If you're to get coffee with them, like make sure that you found something you have in common to talk about that you can relate over for bonding and rapport. And do whatever you can to help them, to give to them, whether it's helping them pitch things, getting them sources for articles, or whatever they need. And that's just how you build a relationship. And I'm sure you can imagine having relationships with editors and writers and news sources would be incredibly helpful when you launch something down the line that you want some publicity for.
Yep.
For free.
Yep. Works really well. That's the whole PR industry. But you can become a PR person yourself without paying thousands of dollars.
It's the one-man PR team. We have a blog article on that.
Yeah, we do.
On the blog.
Link
d.science.co.
Link it.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to put it down there.
All right. And wait, do you want this one? 4?
What are we on to?
We're on 4.
4. Number 4, the fourth way to get publicity without paying for it is to work for free.
Yep. What this means is you find those outlets and you create content for them. This works really well for like major blogs. They're always looking for content. So like Huffington Post and Entrepreneur and Forbes and Inc. and...
Not even just the big ones because they're a little tougher to get into. You need some more content.
Even like us.
But your B-level and C-level blogs and online publications and magazines, the point is to guest write for them. So in this case, you will have to know how to write and write well.
But actually, if you don't know how to write, maybe you're better on video and you crush it on YouTube, you know, say find a blog that is talking about the subject you're talking about and make a YouTube video for them, or repurpose a YouTube video for them, something along those lines, because it doesn't really matter the piece of content. Like if you can't write, you can't do YouTube, and you're a graphic designer, go find some blogs and create infographics for the blog article and be like, hey, I love this article, here's an infographic. What works really well about infographics too is you can put in a little embed code so you can get some backlinks and some traffic to your website. You know, you just got to be creative about it. Find your skill sets. That's the self-awareness Gary talks about, that you have, and bring it to these other people and just give the work out for free, because it's a strategic move. You're long-term looking at this going, if I make 300 infographics for 300 influencers, if 2 of them pick them up.
It's not just that though. When you're guest contributing, guest writing, guest doing anything for free, you're doing that in exchange for exposure. So whenever Austin writes for Small Business Trends, we get exposure to over 1 million people
a day.
So, well, that's the entire site. I don't know what siphons off to the article, but like you get so much exposure out of it, which is something that you would normally pay for exposure for advertising. So instead of us spending $600 to advertise, Austin writes an article and pitches it to them, and they post it for free. We don't have to pay for advertising. We had to do a little bit of work. It's not just doing free stuff. It's doing free stuff in a way that would get you exposure. So you want to make sure that the blogs can actually garner the attention.
Yep. So that comes down to the 4 ways to get the frizzy exposure and PR.
Which is kind of like native advertising. We could all use some of that.
Yep. Cool. Thank you,
guys.
That
was it. No, wait.
Oh.
Did you stop it?
I did not.
We're still rolling. If you guys liked this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that super awesome stuff. If you really liked it and you want some more info, we do have an article on One Man PR Team, and lots more articles on how to market yourself over on our blog, d.science.co. We are also available for hire, for consulting, for marketing, any cool stuff. I work with influencers and do campaigns like that. Austin does that similarly also on Snapchat and does Snapchat consulting. So we will put those links down below, but you can find us on dscience.co. Love you guys.
Peace.